Oh, and that is just beautiful. This is, wow. This is, I don't know, it doesn't do it justice through the video, but it is actually, and I'm wearing sunglasses too, so, oh, okay, yeah, it looks even better without my sunglasses, but it's picking up everyone. So I'll engage it at the stop, or actually I'll engage it now, and let's see how it does. All right, it stops, and then I just give it a little tug because people, it's rush hour right now. People are kind of like little cheese, but all right, and it's seeing everyone around. Like I'm just, wow.
Meters, turn left onto Dover Drive West.
So always hands on the wheel. I'm worried now because like the roads are pretty messed up because of the winter, so I'm hoping.
Now turn left onto Dover Drive West.
Is it gonna take this left? It didn't even signal, but I mean now it's signaled, so that's a little. Took the left a little late than it should. Essentially, you want to be already in the left and not just cut through because the line turns solid. So. Yeah, and it's like, it's seeing everything. The one thing with my cameras I think I have an issue with is I need to recalibrate it. Oh, it's even showing cars parked in the houses on the left side. Wow. Visualization is beautiful. We'll actually get that media out of the way there. Wow. This is nice, and it's showing if the car stopped. I think, I don't know if previous beta had that actually. I don't know, I can't remember, but I think they were adding it. It's probably old. Because I never had beta, so wow. Like this is, I'm actually very, and let's see, it's a priority. Is it gonna go? Okay, it's not, so. It's not gonna go. Yeah. Oh, so I'm gonna disengage that there because it got way too close for my liking. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right, let's let's re-engage it. That'll freak me out a bit, especially since everyone's just waking up. It's not gonna be, I'm gonna, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna increase the speed because the speed here is 60 kilometers an hour, but people, this used to be a 70-kilometer road and people used to drive 80 kilometers, 90 kilometers, so people don't really drive that 60 since they lowered it. Okay, so that looks good. Yeah, like you can see the whole lot, and the cars aren't jittery anymore. I guess that was just because it was a public build and whatnot, so I mean you could really see where all the vehicles are at. Oh, and it just goes. Nice, okay. Amazing. So hand on the wheel, hand on the wheel. My concern is, I don't know if it's supposed to be seeing those. Let's see how it handles this. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Yeah. I am so far very impressed with how it's going here, so it's very good. So I've got it set to the average setting, not too aggressive because it might scare me a bit, just because with drivers in the GTA there's a little wonky, so Huh, it doesn't see the school bus as a school bus. Very interesting. And I thought it saw railroads in the previous, at least in the US beta, it would slow down at railroads, but I guess that didn't really tell you it was a railroad as much, so. I am very, very excited. So I can't see if it's what. Okay, that's good, that's good. It was like hesitating. I'm trying to concentrate and also be super excited at the same time, so it was hesitating at that intersection just there, so. And this is a no-no, so I think I'll report that, because you can't change lanes in the middle of an intersection, so that is a big no-no. But it's basically driving how I would essentially drive. So, well, minus the issues we had so far. So 2 issues so far in this drive. I would have not continued like reaching out on that left turn, and I would have not swapped lanes in the intersection, because that is a big no-no. So it's a nice -4 degrees Celsius outside. Very crisp morning, and I'm just gonna get the feel for it. Yeah, I did not precondition the vehicle because I did not expect to leave like earlier. Like I forgot to do it essentially, and the update kicked in, so I couldn't even precondition. But this is exciting. All right, I'm like wow. So, the one thing that I think LiDAR does well in is the distance between your vehicle and the next. Vision kind of has to still work on that, I think. Just because it, like that car looks like it's far away in the visualization screen, but to me it's actually like it's pretty close, so somewhat, or sometimes vice versa, it'll look like it's close on this visualization screen, but it's actually like really far away, and then the car kind of hesitates to pick up speed. But it's also good with precautions, so I mean it gets better and better, right?
In
So
200 meters, take the
my one thing is like,
does
does it see the red light? Like that's when I first picked up the car last year, it was able to see red lights, green lights all the way down. But since the public builds came out, it limited itself even more. It was almost like only 100 meters away, or like even like this close, and then sometimes I'm like, that's already too late for it to start braking. So I don't know if it's I just have to recalibrate my cameras or whatnot, and then maybe that'll help it out a bit. But and yeah, I mean, right behind me is actually, it's a truck, it's not a vehicle, so I think that's what it's getting mixed up with. So all right, let's see. This never goes well when I try to get on the on-ramp, because it's supposed to be able to with just regular. Okay, and it's supposed to signal, so I'll report that. Because it did not signal. It's supposed to signal to get into the lane because that's an adjacent lane. And it kind of hesitated there with that stop sign because that stop sign is for pedestrians and it kind of got wonked out due to the winds. So... yeah, and it should be picking up speed. Alright. We got a fellow Tesla buddy behind us. What I would love in the future is Teslas can talk to one another, obviously, like, you know, hey, look, I'm merging in Internet of Things, basically, but that requires sophisticated back-end support and infrastructure, so, but it's a future that we're getting as close as we can to, right? So. One thing I would love for Tesla to do is... alright, so we lost... so the right pillar camera is blocked. So we lost driving there for the beta. So I'm going to manually take over. And I think it's condensation because it is -4 degrees, so I'm gonna pump up the heat. Ah, yeah, there we go. So, I have re-engaged FSD Beta. And I'm going to tell it to pick up here, just because I know it's a 50 zone, but people don't drive 50 on this ramp. And, yes. Whoa, yes. Kind of hesitated there because I believe of that vehicle, but so it's starting to slow down. Yeah, I would have started slowing down a bit farther. Did my car just roll backwards? Did it go into reverse? That was weird. Literally braked and rolled back a bit, so. Ooh, imagine if I put it on aggressive. I would have been like, ooh. It stops pretty late already for my taste. Okay, so this is actually pretty good because we're entering one of the most, I would say, kind of most messed up roads. I have a few roads I want to take FSD Beta down, actually, because it'll be tricky for it. It was tricky for even like some drivers, so unless you know the area. So this one is one of them. It's kind of like a little wonky snake-like road, but there's no lanes or lines guiding you through. So I think this will have to rely on the vehicle in front of us and also from maps and whatnot, but Because the roads that I usually take down and I've used autopilot on, it would kind of swap into some other lane midway through. So yeah, I'll give it a little boost because, all right, yeah, now we're going too slow, so it won't get confused. Yeah, now we're. And does it see the emergency vehicle? I guess not. No. Yeah, and I don't usually ride the right lane because it's pothole central in here. Yeah, look. Yeah, this guy wasn't looking forward, but yeah, it's pothole central in this lane. I'm kind of scared to drive on this lane, but for the good of FSD Beta, we shall ride this lane. I have my tires pumped up to like 45 PSI. Just for efficiency purposes and whatnot. Yeah, and I don't know why it wants to be on this lane now, because we are turning right. Yeah, so that was a bit weird. I don't know if I should report that, but I'll just leave it be. So, oh, no. Okay, that was a little scary there. So it's going to turn right here.
Now turn right.
And let's see how it adjusts.
In 200
okay.
meters,
So it
turn
didn't want to
right
wait.
onto pedestrian.
We're supposed to yield for the pedestrian, but I think the pedestrian was way far from the sidewalk, and yeah, so
now
this
turn right onto
car
pedestrian east.
I mean, it's learning, guys, right? So it's like, just imagine like you're a teenager, basically, learning how to drive for the first time. But I would say pretty good. So, I mean, it's good. We're clear all the way. So, it handled that really well. And, yeah, no. This lane ends, so I'm gonna take that away there. That lane ends, so that it should have already gone to the left side, so that's one thing I needed to work on. And for me, I would love to hog a bit more of the left lane on this road, just because the right has some debris.
Turn right onto Hidden Road.
Yeah, so it's going to slow down because it probably sees this human here standing, but it knows it's facing the other way. But oh, these bottles. Okay, and
now turn right onto Hidden Road.
Okay, let's see how this handles this turn here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I gave it a little push because the car behind us was actually coming right after us. So if I didn't and it stopped there, that guy would have rammed right into us. So I am, and I'm at my destination, so I'm gonna go
Now
ahead
your
and
destination is on the left.
stop it there. But all right, so really short one. We're just gonna head over to the grocery store. So let's see how this goes here. Can I guess, oh no, you can't. Makes sense. You cannot activate it in a residential zone, like extreme or residential. Oh, you could. What am I talking about? I just have to drive for a bit, so I'm gonna lower that speed because I don't drive full 40 here in like residential. So let's see how it handles this turn corner. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's good. So, oh, did it get too close to that car? It did. So go ahead. Yeah, okay. Oh.
In 200 meters,
Very good.
turn left onto Given Road.
Yeah, this one like 35. All right, here we go.
Now turn left onto Given Road.
It's an actual left for the first time in a residential spot. It's okay. Creeping forward and we're good. Okay, so
Now turn right onto Maple Grove
turn right
Avenue.
here. Yeah, it did good. Yeah. Yep.
Now turn right onto Grenville Drive. In 200 meters, turn right.
It doesn't see the human, does it? Oh, it did see the human, but... Oh, okay. So, ooh, I would have dodged that pothole, but it did not like that, so...
Now turn right.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage that there, because...
Now your destination is on the left.
That was a little ox. I mean, it was a good run.
Now turn right onto Dundas Street East. Now turn left onto Dundas Street East. In 300 meters, turn right onto Kerwin Avenue.
So, we are just heading back home, but this time we're going to use the side route instead of, well, side roads. Not side routes, side roads instead of the highway. Because I wanted to see how it really reacts. Oh, look how big these potholes are.
Now turn right onto Kerwin Avenue.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna turn right there. So I'm gonna head down a road that I relatively know is okay in terms of potholes. I'm not taking down here, Ontario. They're doing construction on here, Ontario. they're building the light rail transit, LRT, whatever.
In 200 meters,
So
turn right onto
I'm not going to go down here,
Street.
Ontario, because that whole stretch is being upheaved and whatnot, so. But so far, it's been pretty good. Except for a few disengagements, especially on the street and whatnot, so.
Now turn right onto here Ontario Street.
Yeah, skipping that, and the next one should be the street that we're gonna get on. If it recalculates. No, not that one. Well, I mean, I could also take Confederation.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Confederation Parkway.
No, but I want to take down Mavis, which is the road that has the issue that even drivers usually, well, not drivers, but
Now turn right onto Confederation Parkway.
public builds had issues with. And this is why people have to be careful. Drivers like these people. So, would have been nice to see how Beta reacts to that, but in the future. Alright, here we go. So this is the road I wanted to take, and I honestly hope, because I haven't been down this stretch before. Let's see this. So speed limit's 50 here, but people obviously are not going 50, they're traveling way faster. Let's see how it reacts to the 60 sign. Can it read it? Yeah, okay. I didn't think you would be able to read it because it was a little up there. And if some signs are way too out of reach or like out of the road, sometimes, yeah, I'll get confused too. Oh, that's a neat McDonald's. Yeah, no. Not gonna do that. So I had to disengage there just because there was a car turning right. As it was going to do, it was going to change in the middle of the lane, and there was no one behind me, so the vehicle turning right would obviously think that no one's going to be there, and which is why it's illegal to turn right or swap lanes,
now
essentially.
Turn right onto Mavis Road.
Why it's illegal to swap lanes in okay, can I do this? I mean the lane. Oh, I want us to take the highway? No way. Okay. So I'm not gonna let it take the highway just because there's no need to. I don't know why this wants to do this, but yeah, let me tell it to get on the left lane. And I'm gonna disengage just because I'm gonna. But yeah, no, it should have, yeah, what I was saying earlier, sorry, I got distracted there. That's why it shouldn't switch lanes in the middle of the intersection, because if I allowed it to do so, I would have been in an accident, because there was no one on my right lane, and the car turning right at the intersection would have gone, and we would have, like, straight up smacked right into them, so. Yeah, I'm very curious to see why, like, well, it's yellow here because obviously it's yellow, but sometimes it turns red, so I'm assuming that's because of the barriers it's seeing, the islands or whatnot. So I'm gonna disengage closer to the highway because I'm not gonna allow it to take the highway. This road is more than sufficient to head down all the way. check. I always check every time just to be safe. So with all the rash movements, you really have to hold on to the steering wheel just in case it does something like super random. So this is where I'm going to disengage because I don't want it to hop into the right lanes, and then yeah.
In 200 meters, stay straight to take the I-403 East ramp. Now stay straight to take the I-403 East ramp.
And once it recalculates, yeah, no, I don't even, okay, there we go. All right. So, here we go again. Yeah, I would have started braking a little farther. My taste, at least. So, oops. It's okay, and it's only -1 degree Celsius. Yeah, it's okay. So the camera can apparently detect if you're not paying attention inside, so... But I'm wearing sunglasses, so my question is, can it know that I'm not looking on the road? Most likely, obviously, if I turn my head around, but... If I'm, like, not paying attention, then... Yeah. Just gonna be careful with this car, because it's acting a bit funny. It shows that its brake lights are on, which I think it was actually showing up, but I don't know if that was a reflection of the sun, so... I mean, it's doing pretty good. So... Oh, no, see. I'm not gonna let it do that. It was gonna cut this guy off. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I don't know. That's a little aggressive for my taste. Like, if I allowed it to do that, I don't know. I think the guy behind me would have been like, hell nah, and started. Literally would have like, yeah. The guy would have been in a road rage. So. But sometimes I gotta trust the vehicle that it'll do it, but that vehicle was way too close. Yeah, that's the thing with... I think think I have to recalibrate my cameras for sure, because sometimes the vehicle is in my blind spot. They're well within my range of impact, but the camera sees it as well behind me. So for instance, right now, this truck is well within my impact zone. And same for this vehicle, it entered my impact zone. Yeah. So, I don't know. There's a little discrepancy with what it's displaying. Yeah, no. We'll test it out again, but when there's a vehicle coming into our blind spot. But other than that, I think it's good. I think it's just my side. My cameras need to be recalibrated. Oh, and there wouldn't be a camera. I mean, there wouldn't be a car coming too. They're all on the opposite lanes, so. Alright. I don't know what happened there, but I'm back at it here. Missed the vehicle. I didn't even see it coming in my rear. There's no other one. Usually with autopilot, I usually hover my foot around, I don't know why it's slowing down, but I'm going to tell it to speed up. Oh, because the speed limit, I don't know, read the speed limit as 40, which is not right. So I gotta fix that. That wasn't right. I think it read the ramp's speed limit, which was the one going onto the highway, so there's no vehicle, eh? Alright. Well, actually there is one coming up, so once it enters my impact zone. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Could be because objects appear closer than they are in the mirror, which is true, but it's sometimes it's not that close in the mirror. It's closer in real life, really. That's what freaks me out sometimes. Oh, and it handled it beautifully. That was actually the intersection I wanted to cross. Huh, very nice. Now comes a very tough one because the right lane in the next 300 meters will end as it turns into the ramp to get on the toll road. So usually people like to hug the right and just squeeze in last second and then almost cause an accident. But yeah, oh, this read it very well. So I don't know, that car felt like it rolled backwards. That's weird. It like goes forward and then it puts itself in reverse for like a split second. I've never had that, but I mean, there's no issues with the motors or whatnot because it's safe to do so as long as you're traveling. I think they said 5 miles. So which is what, like 8 kilometers? Yeah, so the car behind us knew the lane was going to end, so he didn't want to be a butt about it and slow it down. Oh, yeah, and I would have dodged that pothole. But this is not the nicest road. Well, I mean, then again, the suspension on the Y is a little stiff. And I am riding at 45 PSI on the Gemini's winter tires, so it still should be a little softer. It is a beautiful day, so it is in our favor of Beta. Seems to be a blind spot in the middle there. I thought the cameras would be able to pick it up, but yeah, it doesn't see the semi behind us as a semi. More like an elongated vehicle. Sedan. Like a stretch limo. Looks just like a stretch limo. And that one too. It's like a bigger version of a truck, even though it's one of those larger cube vehicles. here comes a railroad, and usually, I guess it doesn't slow down. Huh, maybe they took that feature out. But all good. It likes to stay in the middle. The middle is actually the safest spot on that railroad track area for crossing over, so. Yeah, and the car should automatically be slowing down already. Yeah, a little too aggressive. For my taste, at least. I would already start slowing down, recoup that energy lost there, so regen all the way through, but by the time I get to the light, it would be already green, so. I mean, does it piss off people behind me? Maybe. Not really. Because I'm sure they'd love to save gas too. Yeah, usually with autopilot, my foot would kind of get sore because I'm hovering over the accelerator for those phantom brakes or whatnot, or over the brake just in case it doesn't catch a stop properly. But so far, I am kind of accepting of Beta's decision on majority of things, so. Shows the truck is driving on the shoulder. I mean, kind of is driving on the. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know why it wants to be on the right lane. Because past the next major street, the lane ends. So I'm gonna tell it to go back into the middle lane. And it should already start to slow down because this is a hill. Yeah, it should have started slowing down a while ago. So it looks like Beta uses a lot of brake than regular people, or just me, I guess. So I don't usually have to touch the brake often, so. Yeah, no, I don't know why it wants to be in this lane. It's not going to be turning right at all, so. So I will be prepared to take over. It shouldn't be in this lane. Well, I mean, technically you can be in this lane, but this lane is really for those who are turning right. Well, let's see how it handles this, because this is going to be a bit of a cluster if it doesn't merge out of here. This lane ends. Yeah, see, it's not registering it. I had to take over there, so I'm going to send that in because that is not good. I find that it's having issues with lanes that are ending. Especially straight out of the rights, because that happened earlier too. Interesting.
In 300 meters, turn right onto Duffield Road.
It's a good thing no one was in the middle lane. Usually that lane is stacked because they know that lane, the lane I was in, lane ends. So, and is it gonna make it?
Now turn right onto
okay.
Duffield Road.
Does it see the human? The human blends in with the post. So, oh, okay. And that took the turn a little fast, but it's okay.